Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to create educational blog posts from research topics using AI agent. So I'm a manager in online educational business and I have to write educational blog from the research topics to create more engagement on my website. Now writing these blogs manually, that too very regularly, is a very time consuming and hectic task. So to solve this problem, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect. Now as soon as I'm going to enter the data of the new research topic with other details in my Google Sheets, automatically using all the details, an AI agent is going to generate the educational vlog. As the vlog is going to be generated, I want to post it on my WordPress site. This AI agent is going to do that for me, create the post on my WordPress site. So now if you want to learn how to create this amazing AI agent for yourself, for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create educational blog posts from research topics using AI agent. So as a manager in an online education business, I regularly publish blog content to educate my audience and increase my website's visibility. I use Google Sheets to collect and organize trending research topics for my content plan. I use an AI agent that generates high quality educational blog posts from those topics. And I use WordPress to automatically publish the generated content on my website. This automation saves me time and ensures my blog stays active with fresh, relevant information for my students. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent with the help of Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I'm going to show you how this AI agent works in real time. This is the spreadsheet in which I add the research topics, topic title, keywords, target audience, and content length. As soon as I'm going to add in all the details, automatically the status of the post is going to be updated as created right over here. And then we're going to check whether automatically the post has been created or not. Okay. So firstly, I'm going to add in the details like the title, keywords, target audience, and content length right here. As you can see, I've added the data. The title is climate change and its effects on agriculture. These are the keywords, target audience, school students, and the length is 700 words. Okay. So as I've added in all the details, I'm going to wait for a few seconds for this AI agent to generate the content and update the spreadsheet with the published status on WordPress as created. And after that, I'm going to check whether automatically a post has been created on my WordPress account or not. Okay. So I'm going to wait over here for a few seconds for this AI agent to run. And you can see the status comes over here as created. Okay, so as the status comes over here as created, I'm going to open my WordPress site and all post section right over here. And you can see automatically a new post has been added on my WordPress account. Okay, if I'm going to see, the title is climate change and its effects on agriculture. This was the same title that I've added. Now we're going to look into the content that this AI agent has generated and created the vlog of. And yes, you can see the vlog has now been successfully generated and added on my WordPress site. It says, understand the climate change. Climate change refers to significant changes in global temperatures and weather patterns over time. While climate change is a natural phenomena, human activity, especially the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation, has accelerated the process. The changes in the environment affect various aspects of our life, including agriculture, which is crucial for food production. You can see automatically the vlog has been created on the topic that we have added in our Google Sheets, and automatically the status in our spreadsheet has also been updated as created. So this is how this AI agent is going to work in real time, and we're going to build this amazing AI agent with the help of Pabbly Connect. So for that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options: sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we're going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you, and in order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the name of the workflow and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as, and you can see over here the workflow name is AI Agent to create educational blog posts from research topics. As I've named the workflow, it is asking for me to select the folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see these are the folders. And from them, I'm going to select AI agents as the folder I want to save this workflow in. And then I'm going to click on this create button right here. A workflow has been created in the name of AI agent to create education blog posts from research topics. And you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which for my trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. In my Google Sheets, I keep the record of the research topics for which I want to generate the vlog. I want that as soon as I'm going to add in the new data in the spreadsheet, the trigger over here should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet row. Then you can see this URL is going to appear in front of you. This is the webhook URL using which we are going to build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. I'm going to copy this URL and open the spreadsheet that I want to connect. To connect this spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect, click on this extensions, add-ons and get add-ons option right over here. Then this window is going to appear in front of you, on which on the search app bar, I'm going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. I'm going to click on this right over here. You can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please do install it so that with the help of this webhook, you can build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. After installing, go back and refresh the spreadsheet from here. After refreshing the spreadsheet, go back to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks, and you can see this drop down is going to appear in front of you, on which I'm going to select this initial setup option right here. Then this initial setup dialog box is going to appear in front of you, in which firstly it is asking for the webhook URL. So for this field, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that raw data will be sent to the webhook URL. In the spreadsheet, my trigger column is column T because as soon as I'm going to add the data in this column, the entire row's data should be forwarded towards this webhook URL. So for my trigger column, I'm going to write it as column T, and then I'm going to click on the submit button right over here. As I've done that, it says setup configured successfully. Now I'm going to go back. The steps that I'm going to tell you right now are super important, so please don't forget to follow them. Go back to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks and select this option send on event. It is very important to click on send on event because as soon as you're going to add the new data, the new resource topic in the spreadsheet, this spreadsheet is going to collect the data and send it towards this webhook URL. That means our workflow right over here. That is why it is mandatory to click on send on event. So this is how you build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. If I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, it says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Google Sheets is connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the data in the spreadsheet right over here of the new research topic for which I want to generate the vlog of. And after that, I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect automatically captures the new data right over here in our workflow or not. Okay, so let me add the topic title, keywords, target audience and content length right here. So as you can see, I've added all the details. The topic is how renewable energy is changing the world. Keywords is renewable energy, solar, sustainability. Target audience, general readers, and the content length should be 750 words. So as I've added the data in the spreadsheet, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, and yes, you can see the response has been captured. Title is how renewable energy is changing the world. Audience is general readers. If I'm going to further scroll down right over here, keywords over here is renewable energy, solar, sustainability, and the length is 750 words. So as now the response has been captured over here in our trigger, this means that Google Sheets is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. Now, as I have the details of the topic for which I want to generate the vlog content on, using the details and AI agent that I'm using as OpenAI is going to generate the content. If you want to use any other AI platforms as your AI agent, you can definitely do that. Now I'm going to set up my action step, in which for my action application over here, I'm going to select it as OpenAI. Action event over here is going to be ChatGPT, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, and then it is asking for the token. To have the token, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. Now we're going to generate a new token. For that, click on this create button. Firstly, we have to name the token. For the name of my token over here, I'm going to write it as demo token. Okay, for the project, I'm going to select as default, permission as all, and I'm going to create the token from here. A token is generated. I'm going to copy it and paste it in this field right over here and click on this save button. OpenAI is connected to Pabbly Connect. For the AI model, I'm going to use GPT-4o Mini. If you want to use any other AI models, you can definitely select it from the drop down. Next, it is asking for the prompt. Prompt is a text with the help of which an AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. In the prompt, you have to mention all the things that you want and do not want to be generated. So for the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as, you can see right over here, this is the prompt. You are an expert education content writer. Write a detailed blog post in HTML format based on the following inputs. I have to add all the details right here. Strictly do not add the title in the blog. Do not use any hashtag or star in the content. Structure the content using appropriate HTML tags like P, H2, UL, LI, strong where needed. Keep the tone informative and easy to understand and suitable for the mentioned audience. Do not use any of these symbols in the content. Okay, so this is the prompt that I've written in which I've mentioned all the things I want and do not want. Okay. In this prompt, it is asking for the details. First, it is asking for the topic. So for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. This is the Google Sheet step. As I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you. It is asking for the topic for which we have to generate the vlog. This is the topic right over here. I'm going to select the data of this topic from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped, and as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, I'm going to map the data of the keywords right over here. For the target audience, I'm going to map the data of the target audience, and for the words, I'm going to map the data of the words right here. Okay, so I've added in all the details. Now I'm going to simply click on this Save and Send Test Request button right here after adding the prompt and selecting the AI model. And you can see right away, automatically we have received a response in which we've received the message content. And this is the generated content right here, HTML. You can see this is the HTML body. It says, in recent years, renewable energy has experienced a powerful force in reshaping the global energy landscape. You can see the content has now been successfully generated by my AI agent. As now this content is generated, I want to create a post on my WordPress account. For that, I'm going to add an action step in which for my action application, I'm going to select it as WordPress right here. Action event is going to be create a post. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection. Then it is asking for the username, password and the base URL. I'm going to enter the username and the password right here. After entering the username and the password, it is asking for the base URL. For that, log into your WordPress account. In this URL of my WordPress account, this is my base URL from https till this wp3. Copy this base URL and add it in this field. And click on this save button right here. As I've done that, you can see WordPress has now been connected. Firstly, it is asking for the post type. I am going to create a post, so I'm going to select it as post right here. Next, it is asking for the post title. For the title, I'm going to map the data of the title that I've received in this Google Sheet step. For the content, I'm going to map the data of the content generated by my AI agent right here. It is asking for all these details which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. For the status, I'm going to create a draft of my post. Why am I creating a draft? It is an AI generated content. I have to review the content and then publish it on my website. Okay, if there are any mistakes or I want to make any changes, I can definitely do that. That is why I'm creating a draft. Category ID, I'm not going to select anything. Same for the tags, no tags right over here. Featured media ID, I do not have any featured media. So simply I'm going to toggle this button on of the map right over here and erase the existing data from here, and I'm going to erase the featured media ID from here. Okay. After removing the featured media ID, format is going to be standard right over here. Ping status is going to be open. Comment status is going to be open. For the author ID, I'm going to select as admin. If you want, you can use any authors according to your requirement. For the sticky, I'm going to select as false, no password, date and date GMT. So I'm going to skip the part and simply click on this Save and Send Test Request button right here. I've received a response which is a positive response. So if I'm going to open my WordPress account and go to all posts section right over here, you can see automatically a new post has been created in my WordPress account. Okay, the topic is how renewable energy is changing the world, and this is the URL. I'm going to open this URL in a new tab. And as I've done that, you can see right over here, This is the new blog generated on my WordPress account, how renewable energy is changing the world. In the recent years, renewable energy has emerged as powerful force in reshaping the global energy landscape. As world grapples with climate change and dwelling nature resource, the transition towards sustainable energy solutions has never been more crucial. You can see right over here the blog has been generated and created as a post on my WordPress account. Okay. So as now the post has automatically been created. Now what I want is in my spreadsheet, I want to change the status of the post as created right here. For that, I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which from action application over here, I'm going to again select it as Google Sheets. Action event is going to be update row, as now updating the row, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, then click on this sign in with Google button right here. It is asking for me to choose an account. In which account have I created this spreadsheet? So I'm going to select this account from here. Then it is asking for the permission of the account. For that, I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button. And as I've done that, you can see I've successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, firstly, it is asking for me to select the spreadsheet. For the spreadsheet, I'm going to select over here as blog content planner, because this is the spreadsheet that I've created right here. Sheet is going to be sheet 1, so I'm going to select over here as sheet 1. For the row index, I'm going to map the data of the row index right over here that I've received in my previous Google Sheet step. Do I want to update all these details? No, I just want to update the status. So for the status over here, I'm going to write it as created and simply click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, I've received a response, which is a positive response. And yes, you can see the status is automatically updated as created. As now the status has also been updated and a post has also been created, this means that we have successfully created this AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum till now what we have done, trigger is Google Sheets new updated spreadsheet row. As soon as the new research topic idea is going to be added in the spreadsheet, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. Using the details, AI agent, that is OpenAI ChatGPT, is going to generate the blog content. And as the content is going to be generated using WordPress create a post is going to be created on my WordPress account. And as now the post is created, using Google Sheets update row, I'm going to update the status of the post being created in my Google Sheets. So in this manner, I have created this amazing AI agent to create educational blog research topics using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.